It's exciting. I think everybody's going to love it. They're going to like our style of play. We're pushing the ball more. Our trip to France was great. I think that will translate to a more up-tempo, more points, more enthusiasm, more dunks. You better get your season tickets early. Excitement's going to be watching Cal Poly play. I don't care who our opponent is. We're going to be an exciting team. We're going to be pressing, and we're going to be pushing the ball. We have the athletes, and if we can stay healthy, I think it's going to be the most athletic team you've ever seen on the floor in Cal Poly history. Well, I think we're clearly staying with what we set as our precedent, which is challenge our team early, challenge our team often, travel the country. It helps with everything in the program. It helps with our fundraising. It helps with our competitiveness. Helps with our recruiting. And it helps me as a coach play against a lot of different teams, a lot of different styles, and hit some different geographical regions, yet focusing on California with the big games against UCLA and USC. So I was going up north to St. Mary's this year as well. Well, the first game of the year is Friday the 13th in Las Vegas. So I hope that is a nightmare for them and not a nightmare for us. We think it's an exciting venue, obviously, by going to Las Vegas on a Friday night, the 13th, team with high-profile All-Americans, McDonald All-Americans, potential one-and-done pros, one of the great venues. We played there 3 or 4 years ago. We love the atmosphere, the fireworks, and the excitement. Hopefully we'll give them a better game this time. And then we turn right around Saturday, travel to Los Angeles, and we'll play against UCLA on Sunday. And so when you jump out of the gates and you play UNLV and UCLA, one of the historical powerhouses on the West Coast and in the nation, we think we've set the bar pretty high for Mustang basketball. Yeah, the Maui Invitational is a little event they call the Maui Mainland, and we will not be going to Hawaii for that game. We'll be going to northern Colorado, and we'll be playing the teams that did not go to the mainland, that played the high major teams previously. But that gives us a chance to play quality mid-major programs on neutral court, and I think that will be good for the program to kind of simulate a little bit what it's like to be in the Big West tournament. We have a game after the trip to stay home a little bit against University of Antelope Valley, which is it's a four-year university that just started basketball, and so they really needed games, and we try to accommodate them so we could get a home game. Then IPFW is a team from the Midwest that we played last year that will get a host, and then Fresno State. Getting Fresno State back into Mott Gym, I think, is huge for us. Very talented team, a Mountain West team. They beat us on their home court last year, and they beat us here a couple of years before that on our home court. So we feel like that's a team that has the athleticism of like an Irvine or a Long Beach State, that we need to have that type of team in Mott Gym to kind of show where we're at and get a measuring stick, how to compete against those top-level athletes. But once those finals are done, we're able to get out on the road, start playing the high-profile teams in the venues that we want, going up to St. Mary's and seeing our supporters in the north area, going back down to fly down to USC, get down to LA, play there, and then we go back to Texas. We have 3 players on the team in Texas, so we can play at Corpus Christi and in San Antonio, UTSA. We'll take a break for Christmas, 3 or 4 days off, and then the team will convene back in Houston, and we'll drive out to play Texas A&M. And again, that's a top 25 team in the nation, preseason powerhouse with top players coming in, and one of the top, I think, 10 recruiting classes in America as well. So again, we think that's huge for the program. 5 games in 10, 12 days with a Christmas break in between, and then really get back here for a couple of days and get ready for our first conference game with Hawaii. Think about when we finally get everybody back here focused in basketball mode again, we get to start off with the rival Santa Barbara, and team that everybody knows has been a very dominant team in the Big West and Long Beach State. So 2 big names. By then it's middle of the season. It's the start of the conference. Hopefully we're healthy, we're hitting all cylinders, and we'll have a great homestand. So the Big West will be like the Big West always is, that we may think there's a top 2 or 3 teams, but I really feel that 7, 8 teams could easily turn around and win the darn championship.